Hello friends, welcome to the first video in a brand new series all about how I use Notion to organize and run my entire business as a creative entrepreneur. If you're new here, I'm Rochelle and I work with one-on-one clients. I create digital courses, I sell digital products, and I really focus on helping other business owners just streamline their workflows, grow with organic marketing, and really just run a business that actually feels good to you and just gives you time to actually live your life. And Notion is a key tool in how I do all of that. So I've been running my business for over 10 years now. And if you're anything like me, just keeping everything organized is honestly just like half the battle between client work, planning launches, content creation, deadlines, and just trying to remember where you wrote that one really good idea. It's honestly just a lot. For the longest time, I had everything scattered across sticky notes, random notebooks, and of course, the Notes app Graveyard, you know the one. And I hit a point in my business where I just needed a digital space that could actually hold my business and just help me run it in a way that felt focused, flexible, and honestly, I needed it to be cute and fun because let's be honest, us creatives, we need it to be cute if we're also going to use it. So one of the hardest parts about being a solo business owner is that everything just falls on you, right? Like we don't have a manager checking in with us. There's no team meetings where everybody's like catching each other up. Like we really just have to hold ourselves accountable if we want to see the needle move in our business. And that's why the system that I created is so important. It's really like this Monday morning team meeting for myself. And it just gives me this space to like zoom out, see the bigger picture of my business, everything that's going on, get intentional, and just make sure I'm not reacting to whatever's urgent, but I'm actually making time for the stuff that matters and it's going to move my business forward. So let's dive in. And if you love what you see, this setup is actually part of this huge template I created to help you run and organize your entire business. I'll have it linked below. And even if you're brand new to Notion, it comes with a ton of just step-by-step videos so you can just dive in and get started right away. So this is the main dashboard of my Notion setup. So this is where I'm living day to day. It's how I access every part of my business, what I need, when I need it. I can see it at a quick glance and navigate to it. In the center here, this is just my week's focus. So this is showing me what I'm working on every single day at a quick glance. And then below that is my content calendar. So any content that I have going out for the month is shown here. And then on the side here, if I have any meetings happening, they will show up here. And I also have any current projects. So projects for me are like bigger picture with tasks inside of it. It's just a way for me to keep them organized. And I like having a quick glance to access them here and just keep them top of mind. And then on the left-hand side here, we have some quick add buttons, which we'll get into these when I get into the weekly planning page. But these are just really helpful to quickly add in things as needed. Got a cute little photo of my family here. And then there's also a place for me to view my goals. So that's a quick peek at my main dashboard. But before I ever actually land here, I always start my week inside my weekly planning page. That's where the real magic happens. It's like my command center for setting priorities and just making sure everything I do here actually moves my business forward. So let's just click in here and we can zoom in to one of the most important parts of my digital office. And really, like I said, this is where everything comes together. I carve out time once a week. It's usually Sunday evenings or Monday mornings, and I spend about 20 minutes just setting up my schedule. Just that simple rhythm has helped me stay so much more grounded and intentional with my time. And this page really just lets me see all the tasks that need attention. I can drag them into the days that I want to work on them and just make sure I'm doing things that are going to help line up with my bigger business goals. So before using this system, I was waking up every day just trying to figure out what needed to happen first. And it was honestly it felt like putting out fires all of the time. So now I work on purpose and I'm not just reacting to everything. So whether you're like launching something big, managing client work, or just trying to stay on top of content, this one little weekly habit is such a game changer. So in the center here, this is my focus for the week, what I'm going to be working on each day. And the very first thing we see here is this recurring like planning prompt. And so this task automatically just shows up on my schedule every Sunday morning. And it's just my reminder to actually come to this page and actually do my weekly planning. So I can actually click on it and open it up, and there's a button here that says go to weekly planning page. That's really helpful if I'm just on like my main dashboard and I want to get here quickly. So the other recurring task that I have show up once a month is this admin day. And so this is just for those tasks that don't necessarily need to be done every week, but they're still equally important. And I have a lot of my internal business tasks happening here. We all have those things that we don't love doing, but we need to make time for them. So for me, this is things like categorizing my miles, updating my bookkeeping so I'm not torturing myself during tax season. I'm sure you know the pain of that one. And this is actually my first year updating these things on a monthly basis. And I'm honestly just so excited to see how much smoother tax season goes for me this time around. So anyway, let's just pretend this is the first of the month and this has automatically popped up. When we open this, I have a link to my bookkeeping for quick access, as well as my Google Sheet that I use to just organize business things. But then there's also this button inside of here. And when I click this and then we close out, it adds all of these monthly tasks that I need to do to my schedule, which is just so helpful because I'm the type of person I get the most satisfaction out of checking things off my list. So this is just really nice for not forgetting what I want to work on each month or what I want to make time for each month. So I'm just going to click all these off so they're not like taking up space on here. But what I like to do is whatever day I actually plan to work on this, I will move it to that day, open it up, and then click the button. That way all of the tasks show up on the actual day that I want to work on it. So next are these quick add buttons. So these are available on almost every single page of the template, just so I can easily log my tasks, my ideas, or add client info without having to like click around. And it's really just designed to like reduce friction and just get thoughts out of my head as fast as possible. So next we have this area here where tasks are sorted by due date and priority. So this is showing things that are unscheduled, and it's just a great way to spot like what's urgent and what needs to actually be added to my schedule for that week. And then these tasks are also sorted by priority. So even if I don't have a due date set on something, but I have the priority set high, it's also going to be listed just higher here on this long task list. So I know that I need to focus on getting that into my schedule and completing that task. And what's really nice is you can just click here and drag these to the day you want to work on them. And it just makes things feel so much more like easy and intuitive. So I am looking at the due dates here just to see what's upcoming and deciding like if I have time to put them on my schedule for that day or if I need to wait things out a little bit. So along with these quick add buttons, so for example, I've created this YouTube workflow button, and you will see it added all of these tasks to today. So what I will do is go through and, for example, the YouTube script writing I've already done, but I wanted to show you guys how this actually works. Today is a YouTube film day for me. Tomorrow I will edit the videos, and then Wednesday I will create the thumbnails, write the description, as well as get the videos scheduled. And this button right here, add weekly tasks, this is for tasks that are recurring every single week, or it's just something that I want to make sure I'm making time for each week. And it's just designed to make space for those internal tasks that we often forget about or just never seem to get around to work on. I like to put those things here so it just forces me to deal with the task and actually work on it, which currently my focus is to be dedicated just to my own marketing and to keep my inbox clear. So that's what you will see here. I'm going to click that. It adds it to today. And then I just decide where I'm actually going to work on those things. So next we have this needs sorted section right here. And this is really just like my idea inbox. And it's where ideas and to-dos go when they don't have a date or a project connected to them. So this is just meant for when I randomly think of something and I need to get it out of my head. It just lives here until I'm ready to deal with it. And it will stay here until a due date has been assigned to it, or I've connected it to a project. And this has just been so amazing and so helpful. So my ideas aren't just like floating out in the abyss. They actually get assigned to something in some way. So I'm either going to be tackling them eventually with a date attached to them, or when I'm working on a specific project, I will see this task inside of the project section. So this button up here, this thinky thought button, if we click this and let's just say we add in a random idea, close out of it, it will just show up here. And something that's really cool is I have a widget set up on my phone that is basically like a shortcut to this section. So all I do is I click it, I add in my random thought, and it just pops up here. So in order for ideas to basically leave this area, like I said, they need to have some sort of due date. So let's say this update, the H2 header font on mobile, let's just say I want to have this due this Friday. And then this is like a website project. So I'm just going to come here and connect it to my website projects page. So once I've done that and I hit logged, you will see that it shows up over here in my unfinished tasks. I can easily see that it's due this Friday, and so I am going to add it to my schedule to make sure I get it complete. And below the needs sorted section is this like mini content planning section. So it's just showing my content that's scheduled to go out this week. And I can also see the platform as well as where it's at in the production phase. And this is just really nice. So if you have a piece of content in here and it's only in like the idea stage or just somewhere in your production process not finished, you can see that you need to make time in your schedule for it to be ready to be posted, which is just super helpful. I do have an entire content hub for really diving into content planning, but this is just meant for like serving as a quick glance just to get an overview of like what I have going on this week. And then over on the right here is just another view of any current projects that I'm working on just to keep them top of mind as I'm planning out my week. And that's it. My week is officially planned. It's ready to go. I have a clear game plan of what is happening, and now I just get the pure satisfaction of checking things off, which is the best feeling. So if you love this setup and want to be able to use it in your own business, be sure to check out my template. I'll have it linked below. It includes everything you saw today plus a ton more just to help you feel organized, inspired, and focused. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can be notified when I release more videos as part of this Notion series. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you using Notion? Are you just thinking about getting started with it? And let me know what you're most excited to get organized. Bye guys.